One of the most profound principles of Platonic metaphysics is recognizing the identity of the one and the good as the first principle of all. They are said to be indelibly linked without being a dyad, for the one is pure, and it is also the good. And the good is so called because it is the object of desire to all. And it is also a pure one, without parts. This principle of the one being identical to the good provides intellectual satisfaction to those of us who enjoy the mental challenge of philosophy. The true significance of this teaching, however, comes from internalizing it and truly seeing it with the soul. It must be felt. It must ripple through the deepest levels of your being. With that in mind, I am presenting Proclus's concise presentation of this teaching as a meditation. This is Proposition 13 in his Elements of Theology. Now, for those of you who would prefer a more explanatory video, I will link one here. But I do encourage you all to try this as a meditation. See what effect it has on you. Before we begin, here is the proposition in full. Feel free to take a screenshot. It's a good one to read through multiple times. Consider it at your leisure. Another good idea is to memorize it. No, really, it's short enough to memorize, and the effort will help you look at it with fresh eyes. When we try to memorize something, we inevitably get hung up on certain words or phrases. Finding those errors forces us to consider the text more carefully. Like, why does the text read wherever it is present rather than whenever? Or why does it say that they merge in a single principle rather than into a single principle? What would be the difference? And so setting this short text to memory will bring you to consider each word more carefully. And so you'll contemplate the whole more deeply. And so I offer that as a suggestion. But now, let's use this proposition as a meditation. For this, I recommend sitting comfortably in a quiet place with no distractions. And as I read through this explanation of why the one and the good are identical, turn the words inward. Let them really penetrate. And then I encourage you to carry these words of Proclus's into your day, or into your sleep if you're listening to this before bed. Okay, here we go. Get comfortable. Close your eyes if that helps you focus. And let's start with a few slow, deep breaths through the nose. This helps to relax and to turn off mental chatter. Every good tends to unify what participates it, and all unification is a good, and the good is identical with the one. For if it belongs to the good to conserve all that exists, and it is for no other reason that all things desire it. And if, likewise, that which conserves and holds together the being of each several thing, is unity, since by unity each is maintained in being, but by dispersion displaced from existence. Then the good, wherever it is present, makes the participant one and holds its being together in virtue of this unification. And secondly, if it belongs to unity to bring and keep each thing together, by its presence it makes each thing complete. In this way, then, the state of unification is good for all things. But again, if unification is in itself good, and all good tends to create unity, then the good unqualified and the one unqualified merge in a single principle, a principle which makes things one, and in doing so makes them good. Hence it is that things which in some fashion have fallen away from their good are at the same stroke deprived of participation of unity. And in like manner, things which have lost their portion in unity, being infected with division, are deprived of their good. Goodness, then, is unification, and unification, goodness. The good is one, and the one is primal good.